Hey Slightly Unblended, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing this look right here, and inspired by Iweska77 on Instagram. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I wanted to do a look today. This is inspired by Iweska77 on Instagram. I come across that look and I was like, I need that on my face immediately. So I'm going to use the Sigma E05 brush and go into the Cosmic Wanderer palette by Terra Moons Cosmetics. I'm going to take the shade Triangulum, and I'm going to use the tiniest brushes possible for this because it is pretty precise. So I'm going into Triangulum, and I'm really going to take this towards the bridge of my nose in the crease. And I'm going to go into this shade quite a bit just to get it nice and built up. I feel like tinier brushes take a little more time to do stuff with, but if you want that precision, tinier brushes are your best friends. So I'm really just focusing this into the crease, and I don't want to take it up towards my brow very much at all. I just want to focus that into the crease. So when I get towards the outer corner of my eye, I'm really just gonna take it kind of straight out. And I'm just gonna barely take it up. I'm just gonna get it nice and built up and just barely flick it up. I'm gonna extend it kind of forward. And then I'm just gonna pat that shade down very gently. If it gets on the lid space, that's okay. I'm just trying not to take it up much further than what it already is. So now I'm just cleaning that brush off, and I'm going to go into the shade Vega from this palette. It is a gorgeous light blue. I am in love. It is beautiful. So I'm going to take that with, like I said, the same brush, tiny brushes. I'm going to take it, and I'm just gently going to blend it out. Baby blenderoos. Now we will have to go into Triangulum and touch it up quite a bit, but it'll be okay. Trust the process. And you don't want to take this up very far at all, just like with Triangulum. You want to blend it out, and it will go up just a little bit, but that's okay. You just don't want to take it to your brow bone area or to your brow. About like this, and it will be more of a softened blend once I go in with that white eyeshadow. So I'm just blending this out. So now that that's nice and blended out, I'm going to go into the Primal palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics right here. And I'm going to take the ABH A14 brush. It's like a little domed, pointy pencil. It's more of a pencil brush. And I'm going to go into Hidden to blend that out. So I'm just going to focus on just barely touching my skin. I'm really focusing on doing back and forth windshield wiping motions. I'm going to go back into Triangulum real quick with that Sigma E05 brush. And I'm going to touch it up. Baby blenderoos. So now I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip and carve this out, and then I will be taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in white. The Clean Canvas in white is my favorite for when I'm using pastels. Working with pastel eyeshadows, I feel like using a white base really makes them pop a bit more versus just putting them on like I use the Clean Canvas and Fair for all my other looks. I feel like the white one just makes them stand out a little bit more, and they're gorgeous, but that white base just really makes them pop. So now I'm going to go into the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette and the shade Instinct. So I'm going to take these Makeup Shack T66 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Instinct, and I'm going to do a wing with that. And I'm just going to get that nice and built up. And I'm only going to take it until about right here in the lash line. That way we have a little bit of a contrast in the shades. We'll have some pastels with some darker shades. And then I'm going to go into the Surge palette. This is just going to be like all my favorite palettes. The Primal, Surge, Blends, Cosmic Wonder, everything. So I'm going to go into the shade Beckon, which is also perfect for blush. I love it so much. So I'm going to take that shade, and I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T2 brush in Beckon, or Beacon, Beckon I think. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to blend out that first purple with it, and we're going to go into Stay from the Surge in just a second, but I'm just going to blend this out with this gorgeous pastel, and I'm really going to start to just pat it down. But how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take it up towards that crease and get it nice and built up. And I'm going to take it about as far as that first purple. For now, I'm going to go in and touch everything up in a minute. So then with that T66 brush, I'm going to go into Stay. And I'm just going to tap that on with Instinct to blend it and give it a little bit of a transition shade here. I'm just kind of going back and forth, but also I'm focusing on patting it down. So then I'm going to go back with the T2 brush and back in and pat it on. And what I'm going to do is take it, pat it to kind of blend out that Instinct shade. And just make sure it's nice and packed down. See, this is such a gorgeous shade, and using that white base really makes it shine. Like, it's not a shimmer, but you know, it just like makes it be the star of the show. It's been so long since I've done an all matte look that I don't know what to do. I just want sparkles. But the other day I wanted to do an all matte look, so I guess it works out. I'm going to go back into the Primal palette and touch up Instinct real quick. I'm going to take that Sigma 305 brush, or E05 brush. I said 3, it's E. And I'm just going to touch it up real quick to get it nice and blended with Stay. Just extend it a bit. About like that. And then I'm going to go into the Blends palette because the pastels in the Blends palette are the pastels that made me fall in love with pastels. So I'm going to go into Bubble Bath with that Makeup Shack T2 brush. I'm going to make an entire mess because my desk is a wreck. I need to organize my makeup room. I've not had the time nor the energy or desire to do much else other than just come in here and do a look. I really need to come organized. So I'm going to take Bubble Bath and I'm going to pat it on to blend it with Beckin. And I'm going to take it to a little more than halfway onto the lid, but not much more. So to about right here. I'm really just stamping the shade down. I'm going to focus it into the crease. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Giggle and really start to blend that with Beckin and Bubble Bath because it's a little different, a different shade of pastel purple. I feel like it just kind of melts the shades together. I'm just gently tapping it down. Now I'm going to go into Inside Joke, which is one of my favorites. So I'm going to take it and just blend it with Bubble Bath and leave this inner corner area alone for right now. I just want to have this beautiful pastel minty green shade. I want it to have its moment because it's truly one of my favorite pastel shades in the Blends palette. So there's about a fourth of my lid that still has the base and no color. I'm going to go into the Primal palette and change that here in just a second. Just baby pats and taps. Like this. It's so cute! Now to the Primal palette. I'm going to take Luna with that same brush. I just cleaned it off, and what I'm going to do is pop it on even into my inner corner of my eye area. Luna is such a gorgeous shade. The Primal palette has some of the most unique shades I have ever come across in an eyeshadow palette. I feel like every time I do a video using Blend Bunny Cosmetics products, I'm just going to go on the biggest sidetrack and just ramble about how much I love Blend Bunny Cosmetics. But Blend Bunny Cosmetics has some of the most unique color stories. Even like if it's a rainbow palette or what, you just get different variations of shades that they all just go so well together. I'm going to go back into Inside Joke just real quick to tap it along the edge of that blend just to bring it back a little bit. About like this. Looky there. Already blended. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm just going to sharpen up this wing here, the shadow wing, and I'm going to try to make this not be as messy on that inner corner, but alright. Before I clean that up, there's a spot that I want to touch up with Luna right here in the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to take some micellar water on a Q-tip, clean this up, and then I'll go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. that. So this is the finished look. What do you think? Actually, it kind of filled that craving for pastel that I had, because I've been itching to do a pastel look, but I also want to do shimmers. I was like, I can't really do pastels with shimmers unless I do like this, and this, and I was like trying to think of all these things to do, and I was like, all matte but pastel, like that kind of works. So what would you like to see next? Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think of this look? I feel like it's so pretty. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be super dramatic. But when I put it on and like got everything finished, I was like, it's just what I needed and didn't know that I needed. These lashes are the Seniorita lashes in the style Venus. They're really nice, really comfortable, easy to apply. They're small business. Love that. Love to support small businesses with makeup, indie brands, stuff like that. My favorite. So yes, let me know what you'd like to see next down in the comments below. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. If you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I can't thank you enough. I really cannot thank you enough for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, for being here, for coming back if you've come back, or if this is your first time watching one of my videos. Thank you so much. And yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, and I'm starting to stumble over my words because I need more caffeine. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.